But you know what? You know, I'm hoping for today, just a safe journey. Look, that's all I want. I just want to finish this lap. Special people on this road around Australia. I've met some interesting characters. I've met some very different people. I've met people who have had a whinge about life and they haven't been on the videos. I haven't bothered putting that up. From people who have whinged about their life to people like Bo, whose legs don't work, but he still rides an Indian motorbike, a modified bike. We're all different. We all come from different backgrounds. We all approach life differently. But there's one thing I do know for certain, and that is, if you approach things with the right energy, that energy comes back to you. I believe your soul is real and the soul connects with other people, and you can make that whatever you want it to be. If you want trouble and you want to go looking for it, you'll find it. But if you want good people to come into your life, you just open your heart and allow it to happen. So let's just sit back and enjoy this day. A modified motorbike, and rode with a complete stranger in the pissing down rain. That's living, Bo. That's living, mate. That's inspiring. That's energy. That's energy out there. That's the energy I'm talking about. It's out there, people. There's so much good in this world. We've all been sucked in. We've been sucked into the distraction of what this world is. It's a bloody clown world. The world's lost the plot, and we've all turned on each other. I don't even have social media, and I've seen it. I've seen that people turning on each other. People turned on me on this channel. Don't worry, I've got a lot of hate. But I'm only speaking up for those who can't handle the hate. And those trolls on the internet who haven't done anything with their lives, I feel sorry for you, and I just hope one day they're able to achieve something fulfilling in their own lives rather than throwing and spewing hate on others. You've got to get out there and solve your problems yourself. You know, I said in one of the videos, I've never met anyone who finished a motorbike ride unhappy. They always get off the bike happy. It's an achievement, no matter how far you ride. Oh, that's a big bump. It's an achievement no matter how far you ride, no matter what bike you're on. It's just an achievement to do something like this on a bike. I don't care if you just go down to the local store and back. Every time you get off that bike alive, it's an achievement. And it's a freedom that a lot of people in this world will never experience. So if you do ride a motorbike, just remember that. Most people on this planet will never have experienced it. And motorbikes have only been around for 100 odd years. They haven't been around long. So if you're on a motorbike, you're one of the few people in history, in mankind, that's experienced this type of freedom. And isn't it special? In the words of Bruce McAvaney, it's special. Now let's get to Geelong! Shut up, Paul, let's get home! Stop with the carry-on. It's bloody cold. Get the winter gloves out. It's not all beer and Skittles. But just for a heads up, so all I've got is a t-shirt. So it is cold. It's bloody freezing. T-shirt and a thermal t-shirt underneath, and then this magnificent jacket. So it's saying feels like 4 degrees at the moment when you look online. All right, I'm 16 k's from Horsham, and then it'll be on to Ararat and then Ballarat. Okay, last one for this trip, I promise. So I'm in a place called Horsham, and I'll be home in the next 2.5 hours or so. I just thought I'd make a mention as to how the name the Indian Crusader was formed. I've always been fascinated by the history of the Crusades and the Crusaders, because they're people who fought for what they believe in. They had faith in something and they fought for it. They fought tooth and nail to the death for what they thought was right and what's good in this world. Whether you agree with it or not, it's irrelevant. It's the message that came with it. So I guess when I went on day number 1 and I called myself the Indian Crusader, I thought, oh yeah, just cruising up the highway. Little do I know that it would actually become a crusade of sorts, to try and do something good and fight for what is good. I've had a couple of knockers and I've pushed back hard. I had people laugh at me when I left Geelong. People laughed at me and said, how far are you going to go? You're not going to make it that far. I wasn't out to prove anything to anybody. I was just going for a bike ride. But it's been a fulfilling story and a fulfilling journey for myself. I'm actually, I actually haven't gone back and looked at the videos. I've produced these videos and I've put them out there, but it's only been the last handful I've looked at. The ones prior to maybe, day number 20, the ones prior to that, I haven't even looked at them. But I'm looking forward to getting home and maybe flicking through a few scenes and reflecting on this trip. I'm just laughing to myself, I'm just smiling to myself now about a few things that I remember. I met so many good people on the road. I met some people who who had a whinge about life, a whinge about their own life, and they were truth be told, probably only had themselves to blame with where the predicament they got themselves in. So I met those sort of people. I didn't put that on camera, I didn't put that on YouTube. And I met some people who were less fortunate than us in the outback, as we know. And I also met people who are less fortunate than us, like Bo, who rides a motorbike and his legs don't work. He rode a motorbike in 30 mil of pouring rain with a bloke he's never met before. And yeah, I thought that was pretty special. And there was a handful of riders that came with me that day in the pouring rain who had never met me before and probably had no idea what I was all about. But good on them. You know, it's a human spirit in all of us that reaches out to each other, and that energy that we share with each other that gets us through life. I don't know. It's got enough momentum so far. Who knows how far this could go? But if it doesn't go any further than this, that's okay with me. Something good's come out of this ride, and that to me is a really fulfilling thing. I'm just looking at the animal. She's an animal, all right. It goes hard. All right. Last one, okay, for this trip. Oh, come on, you didn't really think I was going to go straight to Geelong, did you? No way. I've got a little detour to make. There's a very special place I want to go to. It's be very relevant for this journey. It's a very relevant place. It's around about 100 k's from here. Bit of a detour on my way back home. I went to this place that we're going to now. I went there, 25 years ago I went there, and I stopped and I got a photo taken there. And it was on a Polaroid camera. Gee, I should try and find the photo. I reckon it's at home somewhere. I stumbled across this place, I had no idea. And so 25 years later, I'm going back to find it. Because it is very relevant for this journey. So let's see what it brings. Let's see what the next 100 k's brings us, eh? I'm heading towards the Grampians, a place called Hall's Gap, but that's not the place I want to show you. But Hall's Gap's a beautiful part of the world. So hopefully we can capture some of that on the bike.
You shot it out, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm criticized, but how your bullets ricochet. Shoot me down, but I get up. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet. You take your aim. Far away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Cut me down, but it's you who have further to fall. Ghost town, haunted love. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet, you take your aim. Far away, you shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am
I still maintain this is one of the creepiest looking koalas in Australia. But this is not what I want to show you. We've still got another 60 or 70 k's to go. I thought it was 100 k's, but it's a bit further than I thought. But we're going to get there very soon, and it's going to be very special. I think this place I'm going to show you, and it's bloody cold. Even with the winter gloves on. Just whilst I take a little break, I was just reflecting once again on this trip and how I approached it. So as I do this video, I've got just shy of $18,000. It's only been going for a couple of weeks. It's hit the national news. It's hitting the local news outlets as I ride around. Now, none of that would have happened if I had just rolled around the country for 25 days or so. So I'm very blessed to have good connections. When I got back home, I had great connections up in Sydney, back in Geelong as well, who were more than willing to help out with this this project, I suppose it's turned into, this crusade. They were more than willing to help out with the crusade, and so I'm very thankful for all those people. Breaking it into 4 legs, it does one of a couple of things. It breaks the trip up for you, which allows you to get home and sort of reset and regroup, but it also opened up doors for me and conversations with people that I otherwise wouldn't have had. So I'm very grateful that I actually did approach it this way. Anyway, hey, listen, we're going to get to this place that I'm talking about. So come on.
far away, ricochet, you take your aim. Far away, you shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am Stone heart, machine gun, firing at the ones who run. Stone heart, those bulletproof glass. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am
I'm just going to see if I can capture any of this mountain range, the Grampians. It's just a beautiful mountain range. It's a shocker of a day, but hopefully this will give you a bit of an idea. Cracking spot in the summer. It's a cracking spot in the summer, I can tell you now. But we've got better places to get to right now, more important places. Come on, let's go. the tree branches that are on the road, they're just scattered everywhere from the winds. It's a very windy day. It was a terrible night last night here. And there's more dead kangaroos on this stretch of road than anywhere in Australia that I've seen. They're everywhere. So I'm just dodging tree branches and kangaroos, dead kangaroos. You're probably thinking, where the hell's he going? It's a little surprise. Almost there. Okay, it's cold, it's wet, it's windy, but we made it to a town called Moyston. Now, what are we doing in Moyston? In the middle of nowhere. Why would you take us there, Paul? Because and given the theme of this channel, how about we find a footy oval and kick a goal at the birthplace of Aussie rules? Yo, Biote! Jack of all trades, Max at the Moyston Oval here at the Moyston Pumas. He actually saw me on TV the other night, which was a bit of a strange moment. But he's told me that they've won how many games in 3 years?
One of them.
They've won one game in 3 years, the poor buggers. It's a tough lead to get players up here because it's so bloody cold in the middle of winter. Yeah, so talking to yeah, right, yeah, you know where that got me just then, that fence. Having a chat to Max here at the Moyston Oval. It's a shocker of a day, but I'm going to have a shot. I'm having a shot directly in front. Hopefully the footy gods are looking down on me today at the Moyston Oval. It's sad to think that the club's only had one win in 3 years. There's a lot of clubs around Australia like that do struggle, and that's why this footy boots run. You know, it's for anybody who's struggling out there. You know, there's no motivation behind this other than just trying to help out fellow Aussies, because that's what I think we all are. We're all Australian. Anyway, let's hope the footy gods are looking down on me. We're at the home of Aussie rules, the birthplace of Aussie rules, the Moyston Footy Club. Let's have a shot. Come on! That's the one! There it is, bringing it home at the birthplace of Aussie rules. That's probably the most satisfying goal of all of them. I rolled out of bed this morning and I got word that it was an ordinary day. The weather was bad. But you know what? To be here at the home of Aussie rules, and how appropriate for this channel, and snag that goal, I think it's one of the most satisfying things I've done on this trip. Righto, Max was saying that there's a sign over here that explains it all, and I reckon the photo I took was about 20 years ago. No, actually that's not true. I was about 19 years old. Over 20 years ago I was about 19, and I got a photo in front of this sign, and I never thought, and to think all these years later I'm back here. There it is, there's the sign. And to think all these years later I'm riding a motorbike with a bloody football strapped to the back and footy boots, and doing something good, hey? Let's go and check this sign out. So here it is right here. A monument to Thomas Wentworth Wills, 1835 to 1880. There's Tomo, or Willow, whatever they called him back in the day. And here we go. He was the founding father of Australian rules football, co-founder and captain of the Melbourne Football Club in 1859. He was involved in forming the Geelong Football Club in 1859. I didn't know that. And was captain in 1860, playing an estimated 172 games. He was captain of an early team from Richmond. There you go, hey? He lived at Lexington Station, Moyston, where we are today, while playing as a child with Aboriginal children in this area. He developed a game which he later utilised in the formation of Australian football. Now, how bloody good's that, hey? You know, to start off on this journey as this one-day motorbike ride and end up at the home of Australian rules football for a totally different reason than I thought I would, hey? So it's a bit of a detour on the way back to Geelong, but I think that's a detour worth taking. And it was just so nice that Max actually recognised me from being on the TV the other night. He said, "Mate, I reckon you're doing a really good thing." And yeah, it gets your heart skipping a beat when you hear that sort of stuff. It was really nice. So good on you, Max, and looking after the Moyston footy ground. So that's almost a wrap now. We're going to head back to Geelong and we'll go via Ballarat, Ararat, then Ballarat I think it is, and then Buninyong, and then through to Geelong. Footy gods are looking down on me with a little bit of sunshine. You know what? Today's been a great day.